And hello, it is me, Anime. We Anime, and welcome back to well, welcome. Wait a second. This is a new what if? What? What? Yeah. New what if? It's what if Deku was a Power Ranger? At least that's what I'm calling it. I think, unless I after this, I think of a better title. That's what it's gonna be called, unless I figure out another title. Um, so, uh, yeah. Before we start this, this is a only male to quirk. What if also? So if I don't say that again, I'm sorry. Um, also, this Friday is another new what if, and this week's uh, I had another new what if come out a couple days ago on Monday. Uh, uploaded it. It got uploaded the very same day I recorded it, which I am very happy about. Right? Um, if I go quiet, I'm sorry. There is a bee. I don't know what it's trying to do. It's relatively nice to me, so I probably won't get stung. I hope not. Knock on wood. Uh, so yeah, we can get started. Oh, before I start this timeline is also a little bit altered. Like Midoriya's age will be altered, but not really. He'll just be the big three's age, like around 18. I know I've done this twice already in this 1 week. If you don't know, if you haven't watched it already, my other new what if Deku was Zora's Ideale's reincarnation, his age is altered as well, right? So his age is altered, and this what if age will also be altered, but only by like 2 years. Nothing like major, like my other what if. Um, yeah. We well, hold on. Uh, I will also be explaining his power. It's not necessarily a quirk. This is the only time, if it's a Power Ranger series, this is the only series. Like, I know I'm gonna do another Power Ranger, like, what if down the road. I know I will. I absolutely love Power Rangers, so I know I will definitely do them again. Um, though these are the only series that won't have them being quirks unless I do like a series, say they're from like say he's from another dimension and he got powers or something. That's those two are the only um like ways I'll have him not have a quirk. Right. So I'll explain how he gets his powers and I'll explain that. And then we'll get into a little bit of backstory, right? And then the Well, probably won't be a backstory. Much of a backstory, probably not. But there will be a background of how uh, Izuku or Midoriya gets known, how he gets known, right? So, I'm gonna explain his powers and how he got his powers, okay, right now. Okay, so we can get started. So, a 10-year-old Izuku Midoriya, well, Midoriya is walking through the woods right now because his father and mother are paleontologists, right? I know, paleontologists, fossil hunters, if you don't, paleontologists, and they have a dig site out in the middle of nowhere at this very moment. But there is a road going through to the dig site so that people can go back and forth, right? But right now, Midoriya is walking around the woods, right? And he would go for a little bit, right? Just like far enough that he could still see the dig site, but the dig site people probably couldn't see him, even though he is wearing rather uh he's wearing a white jacket, like a like a white. You all ever wear flannels? You know what a flannel is? Like that, like a thin coat, but not like a jacket. Uh, I feel like you all know what flannels are, but it's a pure white flannel. Or you know what a beach shirt, but all white. He's wearing like one of those with a like a black, no, a white undershirt, like a white tank top under, because he's did I say 10? Not 10. He's like 13, right? He's around like 13 going on 14, within that age range. So he's wearing that with like black pants, like boots, clearly because it's muddy. It rained the previous day, so he's wearing like boots, right? So he'd keep on walking. He would make sure he's still in eyesight of the camp. He would always know the direction to go to, but he would keep on walking, and then he would see a cave, and he would think to himself, "I'll walk down it. I'll walk down to it, and I'll just look in there. I'll flash my flashlight in to look in there." Right. So he would walk down to the cave, and he would flash his flashlight in there, and and it's a big cave, but like the entrance is a little bit smaller, like a doorway size entrance of a cave. He would walk in there just a couple steps, flash his flashlight around, right? And then he would walk in a little bit farther, just a couple more steps. He would flash his flashlight again. He would see a like a lever, but like a clearly hidden lever, or like a clearly hidden spot. Like he would say, "Man, that's a trash hiding spot, whatever they're trying to hide." And he would go up to it. He would pull out this fake thing, and he would see a box. He would pull out the box, open up the box. Inside the box would be a key, just like a regular key. And then he would flash his flashlight around a little bit more on the back of the wall of the cave. He'd see an opening, like a keyhole. He would walk over. I know it's a cliche. Put in the key. It would turn by itself without him even needing to turn it. And open up. What opens up is a what this seems a lab, an old, well, more or less, it has a it has like a part of a lab, and then just like a massive computer, a couple of tables. He would walk in, and once he would walk in, the doors he previously walked through would shut. But yet he doesn't have the key, so he can't get out at this very moment. So he would walk through here, say, "Hello, is anybody in here?" Nobody would, he wouldn't hear anybody. But he would keep on walking around this relatively big room, like a living room type space, but yet um trying to explain how big it is. Uh about the size, if you all have ever been in a hotel, about the size of a hotel room, a room. That's how big the initial that's the starting spot is. That's how big it is, right? Like it's a big room, like an absolutely massive room. But yet he would keep on walking through, picking up stuff, reading labels, right? He would walk over to the computer, check, try to turn it on. Well, he would be surprised as it would actually turn on. He wasn't expecting this. He wasn't expecting it to turn on, like at all. But the computer, like the init, like the one directly in front of him, like there's multiple screens, right? And what would pop up would be a man, like late 30s, early 40s ish age. And what he would say is, "Oh, wow. Well, if you're seeing this, you turned on this computer. You found my secret, well, cave, I guess. Um, hi. My name isn't important to you, at least yet. Um, if you're seeing this, that means that you found, well, previously, like I said, you found the cave. You're in the cave. Um, well, I'll tell you this. Uh, hmm, I never really planned on. I don't know why I'm making this video, but might as well. So, you've heard me contemplate now, so I better tell you what you're in. Right now, you're in my secret lab. I'm a ex-hero, a former hero before, all the. I'm not gonna mean to sound rude if you are a female watching this, but before all the females, the women, uh, heroes took to rise and started making their experiments to make sure that women would be the superior uh, gender. Yeah, I know it's weird to sound, but yeah, it's actually experiments. They figured out how to get rid of quirk genes out of male uh, people, male the male gender, and well, after that, it's probably been years since that's happened. By the time I don't know, it depends how when you found this. You might found it. Well, actually, no, you haven't. You've probably no. Well, nobody's found this yet. So you're probably ahead of security thing. Don't need to worry about it. It's probably been about 200 years since you found this. Uh, I'm long dead by this point. By the time you're watching this, maybe. So my name isn't very important to you at this point, unless your last name is Midoriya at some point, and then magically you be my ancestor. Like, no, I would be your ancestor. You would be my descendant. Pretty weird. Well, hi. Yeah, I hope you're still listening. Well, if you are a Midoriya, then you'll figure this out real quick. Yeah, I'm guessing to see what I'm saying is true at least. Uh, well, yeah, let me get back on track. Yeah, experiment stuff. If you go to the room on the side of you, on the left side of this computer, you will find a lot of documents, a lot of papers. I want you to read through all of them, every single letter, every single word of every single paper, okay? In there is a bunch of stuff. And then the room beside that, well, to the right of this computer, is a room full of stuff. I don't care what you do with it. I'm probably burned a lot of it by the point you've seen it. So I wouldn't expect anything else. Um, there's a lot of things. There's things that would help you if you are a male to be a stronger hero, to be a hero if you want to be one. But if not, I don't care what you do at this place. Okay? But if you do want to be a hero, go in that room, read the paper if it's still there. Read the paper I have on a like a case. There's a case with a blade in there. I want you to read that paper. It will tell you everything you need to know. Okay? So, what else is there? Trying to think. What else could I tell you? The person watching this. Uh, oh yeah. The big gate you probably walked through. Will be open up. Uh, after this computer shuts off. Okay. So you will be let out, but well, a key will be given to you after this thing shut off. It won't be opened back up. A key will be given to you. Well, it will drop to. Don't question it. The key that you opened the door with will. Don't question it. I don't really get it myself. I had a friend do it. Okay, so what will happen is actually you'll figure it out here soon. Uh, Did I say a key will drop from the roof, the ceiling? Yeah, I lied. It's in that door to the left somewhere. Okay. I mean it. You need to read that paper. Those papers. Or well, not right now. But at some point, please read those papers. And I'm also gonna tell you something. There's another big gate. Maybe well on the other side of the room. A keypad will show. The keypad will. The code is blank blah 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 blah. I'm not actually gonna say it because I don't want to figure out the code and remember it. But enter that code into that keypad Okay. Uh, I need you to do something for me. See, um, this little guy, a picture, well, not a picture, a small little creature. Do I have a picture? Uh, hold on. But he would hold up a he would hold up a small he would hold up a small little uh well, if I could ever find a picture, this do. A small little uh dinosaur looking thing. There's better pictures. There has to be. A small little if I could ever think of the name. It well, if you know this, it would be his Zord creature thing. Drago Zord. Yeah. Hold on, let me go to art. Excuse me. Uh, is there any art on the Zord? That would be really appreciative. Uh, sorry for taking so long. He would hold up a baby, like a tiny little thing, about a size of a like an iPhone, right? It would be a miniature version of his Zord, right? And the person on the screen would hold up this thing and say, I need you to feed this thing or take care of it because I know it's going to live for a while. I know it won't die because it's a robot. I don't question it. It's sort of alive. I made it in the lab that you see behind you, sort of. Well, you see, I'll explain it real quick. I took the DNA of a a a Quetzalcoatlux. I can't speak. I, I'm sorry for starting. That bee that keeps on flying around landed on me, but didn't do anything. So I'm fine. I'm just a little traumatized. Okay. Okay. I took the DNA of a Quetzalcoatl. I can't say it. Okay. I'm sorry that I can't say it. I took the DNA of a Quetzal, whatchamacallit, right? Mixed it with some other DNA. I don't know how it happened. I put it in a robot like egg. It was a full white egg. Don't question it. It's not a chicken egg either. Um, I don't know how it turned out to be like that. This it's a robot. Like it's so and it can transform if you get like another. There should be two in there. There should be. They maybe they ate each other. I couldn't tell you. Okay. The other one is a Stegosaurus. I don't know how it works. Okay? I don't know how it works. I'm still flabbergasted that it works, but they will mix and make a giant version. Well, they won't mix. Okay? I don't know how they work, but they physically can't leave the cave anymore because they're so big. The one I'm talking about. Okay? I don't know how it works. I made them. They're pets now. But yeah. Okay, back on topic. I bet you uh just read papers. Okay. Um, make papers. Go into the right and left doors. Check on my creations, please. Please do that. That'd be really helpful. Um, I'm gonna make another video on this, right? It will just happen after a certain measure of power. The sensors will play it after a certain amount of power happens within this cave suit. Well, you'll find out. Okay. Also, there's papers in the right door. It will teach you so much stuff. I'm telling you, it will help you so much. Do anything that paper says, you'll be so powerful. I mean, not like godly, but like, uh, uh, whatever our number one hero is at this time. Like not yours, mine. Okay? You know what? I really hope your number one hero isn't called All Might because that's a stupid ass name. That is such a stupid name. I'm telling you that. I'll tell you this. My number one hero is called Yellowbird. I'm still confused. Okay, see ya. I guess whoever you are. But please do the things I said. Uh, Also, one more thing. The creatures, they can talk, I think. At least I programmed them to their robot bodies to like speak. Don't question it. I'm smart. Uh, See ya, whoever you are. Tink. And then Midori would say, "Well, that was an experience." So I'm gonna go over to that thing. Okay, ding 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 ding. He punched in the passcode to open up that another massive gate. He walks through, right? He would walk through to this massive like cavern type deal. He would see two creatures there. Two things, a stegosaurus and a quetzal whatever. I can't talk. I have a speech impediment. Don't ask. But he would see these, he would say, "So, what'd you two eat? I hope it's not people, by the way you're looking at me." Wow, they're off. Are they dead? Uh, and he would walk over to him, just start pressing, like, just start tapping, just start poking him, honestly. He'd just start poking him. The Quetzal, the Dragozord, would look down on him and say, Uh, who are you? Oh, God, you talk. Oh, wow, he wasn't lying. Um, a quick rundown. My name is Izuku Midoriya. I don't know if I'm an actual descendant of your creator. I don't know. But hi. I found the cave you all were in. Um, is he alright? Oh, him? Yeah, he's fine. He's just taking a nap. Well, I was too. A 200-year nap. I woke up recently. Uh, I can also talk. You seemed pretty shocked by that. He can also talk. Um, so, who. Oh, yeah, your name is Izuku. Something. So, you aren't. Somebody. So, what's your deal? You do like magical stuff. You got a quirk or whatever it's called. I mean, our master, our creator, told us stuff. Blah blah blah. He told us a lot of things. I'm guessing he told you to read papers. You should probably go do that. Also, you know anybody about like a half mile from here in like a big open area? And Midori would say, uh, yeah, why? Oh, I'm sorry. I think is what I'm supposed to say. You know how we're super huge? And Midori would say, yeah. He'd start to look worried, and then just this giant thing would just start laughing. Like, yeah, I'm joking. I didn't do anything. Nothing happened to him yet. Don't ask. Also, hey, question. So, me and this guy right here, um, I'm actually a girl also. Don't question it. Don't ask how. Bro's a dude. Um, will you bring us something that looks like? Well, hold on. Will you bring us something that looks like? Uh, what does it look like? It looks like ourselves. Like you see of these forms. Yes, they're forms, but they look like us. I think they're in the weapon room. I think. They're in the weapon room, I believe. So I need you to go in there, grab these things, bring them to us, put them in our, well, in on my wing, this one right here, the other one on his tail. Cool. And then we'll do the rest. Well, it would take time, but if you would be nice enough, would you please bring those to us? And Midori would say, "Yeah, what happened to your voice there?" But yeah, he would go. He'd find these two things. He wouldn't read the paper yet on that the capsule, right? The the stand with like the glass covering. He wouldn't read that yet. But yet he would go back to him, put these things in the right spot, right? He'd put them in the right spot, and then he would leave. He would go back to the Raplum room. We'd read that one paper. He would say something along the line. Well, okay, I'm just on time skip because if you can see the time, I started a little bit ago. It hasn't been an hour. I know that, but I'm doing a time skip. So he would read the paper. It would say something along the lines of, "Hey, I need you to find this thing." Uh, it would show a picture of it, right? Somewhere near here. I just can't find it. Blah blah blah. That's what you need to use to do said things, powers, right? And then he would exit this room. He would see the key on the floor. He would pick it up. He would put it in his pocket, and then he would drag out his phone. No service. Of course. It's probably been around about a couple of hours too, so my parents are probably getting worried. I don't care. Okay, the other room. Wait, nope, wait. Hold on. That's weird. I have a bar. Well, I'll text them. I'm alright. And then, I'm never gonna answer them again until I get out of here, which I will in a moment. And we're here every day. Well, we're here for a week, so I'll be able to come back. Cool. Uh, and then he would walk through back to the two giant things. He would walk over. He would. Nothing would be happening yet. These two would be just sitting there talking. Midori would say, "Hey, um, I'll be back tomorrow. Do you all need anything before I go?" And they would both say, "No," right? Like calmly, like pretty nice. Uh, right. And then Midori would say, "Okay, I'll be back like tomorrow. Okay. You all do whatever you want since you don't need anything." Um, cool. He would leave. He would open the door. He would he would put back the box that he left outside. He'd hit it. He would still keep the key that he was able to keep. Right, the second key. The first key, he has no clue. But he would keep it. He would keep it hidden. Right. He would leave. He would go back to the the dig site. Right. He would see his parents there, worried, and Midori would say, "Oh, you two didn't get my text." Blah blah blah. They would talk. And for the next couple of weeks, like it's been 2 weeks, Midori would always go back to the cave, checking on them, reading some papers here and there from the left door, right? And then there's this one day, Midoriya and his family and the rest of the diggers that are part of their uh, dig site would all be there sitting around, right? And a group of uh, a group of 5 people, just random diggers, would come up running out of the dig site. Uh, right. They would come up running and say, "We hit a cave, and it's big. We need you two to come up, come look." Which Midoriya's parents would come down, look around there, right? And the other, uh, well, two would stay up there with Midoriya, right? And there are about like 10 diggers right there, right? Two of them would stay up there with Midoriya, counting Midoriya, right, as a digger. He would be counted in the 10 people. And it would be a mix of girl and male, right? But mostly women with quirks to help, like detecting ores and like a the like people with paleontologists like useful quirks, and they would go down there. These 7 people, right, would go down there to the cave, and they would walk around. And once they would all, it would be like a couple hours. They would all come up, and then a well, which also they do have a hero, just a small hero, just like not even breaking the thousands, like not very popular, not nothing like that. But they are she is a hero, right? And they'd come down. Uh, a villain. Well, actually, what they think. Well, they actually have no clue who it is. They know it's a person with a mutation quirk. Would come running out behind these people, the 7, right? This thing would come running out, like knocking all these people away, and these people would all run. This thing would use their mutation quirk to launch a scale like a it's a porcupine mutation. They would launch their thing, it would crush every single one there. And the ones that weren't crushed are stuck behind a cave in. This hero would come through, blah blah blah, fighting, arresting this villain, right? But before this villain would be arrested, 2 more uh what are those called? The spiky things on a porcupine. You know what I'm talking about. The they're not needles. I'm thinking of twin needles, the Pokemon move. I'm thinking of that, but I can't think of the name. I can't think of what those things are called. The pines. No, no, that's not what they're called. Buddy, you gotta get off seriously. I'm leaving. I'm talking to a bee. Oh, it didn't move. Uh, I hope y'all can still hear me. Hello? Yeah, my thing's still on. Okay, good. I was talking to a bee. Buddy, you gotta go. I mean, I'm not leaving yet. But 2, whatever they are, would come flying through, stabbing the other 2 diggers in the heart. Not in the hearts, but yet in lethal parts. So the hero would defeat this guy, this person, right? That probably was down there for years, right? And then the hero would say, "Kid, I'm gonna take." Oh crap. Um, Stay right here. I called others for, well, the ambulance, the other heroes. They'll be here in about like 30 minutes, okay? What I want you to do is go into um the tent setup thing, stay there, okay? And Midori would say, fine. And he would be a bit traumatized by this. Like, he would not be okay from this. He just saw his parents get stuck in a cave in, right? And he can do nothing about it. I mean, given if anybody survived, they could, like, dig out of it. But yet, Midoriya can't. So he would walk in to their site, the campsite, with campers and whatever, tents mostly. There would be a camper for the hero, right? But would walk into his tent, well, his and his parents' tent, right? He would walk up to their bed, because during one night he would see one of his parents open up a secret compartment on their bed, right? And pull out a chest. And in that chest, they would put something. So Midori would dig through their stuff. He doesn't care. They're dead. What are they gonna say? Well, most likely dead. He doesn't know. But he presumes they are. But he would dig through this stuff, right? And he'd keep on digging through, right? He would eventually, at the bottom of it, he would see a little box, like it's weirdly glowing white light. He would open that up, he would recognize the thing that he's looking at. The white crystal rock thing glowing. He'd recognize it as the thing he was shown in a picture. The same picture that his ancestor showed him. Well, what the picture was in the box that was shown to him. He would grab it, shove it in his pocket. And since nobody was there yet, he went running off. He would have ran. He would have ran away. Well, not yet. He would wait. He would be there for multiple minutes, wondering if that crystal that his parents were hiding was the correct one or not. He would keep on wondering that and keep on wondering. And after the other heroes, like a couple others, and one no, like two no names, two lower rank heroes, like lower end heroes, and a rather big hero. Midori would notice because he is actually, well, his mother was the cousin of the hero. Hold on, moving something. His mother, which his dad is like how he got his name. Uh, and whatnot. His mother is actually related to at this point, I don't know how long she was within the higher ranks, but she was related to the hero, the dragoon hero. I don't know, the dragon hero, Ryuku, related cousins, right? They were cousins, right? And Ryuku land And while the ambulances would, or other heroes would come through in their cars with medics, Ryuku would land, go straight to Midoriya, hugging on him, telling him comforting stuff. I'm not good at that stuff, okay? Just not. Right? Ryuku would also tell Midoriya one more thing. That his mother and father were hiding something from him. Um, Riku would say, I'm not dumb, I can see it in your pocket. They were hiding that crystal from him to give it to him on his birthday. His 15th birthday, right? And while telling him this, a lot of other things would happen. The other heroes would go down there to the cave in and start digging out, trying to find their bodies if they are alive or if they're not. Just trying to find their bodies, right? And while doing this, they would eventually find their bodies. Well, Midoriya's parents' bodies. Um, one would live. A no-name digger would live, actually. And them saying, "Oh my God, no, no, they can't be dead. They can't be dead. They're not dead. No, of course. No, they are. Okay. Why did they save me? Of all people." And what the heroes got from this was that Midori's parents pushed this person out of the way so that they wouldn't be crushed under the rubble, which in turn killed Midoriya's parents. Right? This person is actually the mother of Tamaki Amajiki, which they're Tamaki and Midori are friends, right? They're friends, right? They're friends. Sorry for repeating that. I was getting a drink of water after I said it, so I thought I said it again. I'm sorry. I repeat stuff all the time. Uh, Let me check time. So while uh they would, I'm doing a time skip, okay? It would be a couple years. Midori would be 16. And during these years, Midori has been missing, but yet not really. There are two people that knows his location. Actually, three. See, no, two. See, these people are Ryuku and Tamaki. They know his location, right? They know where he is. They check on him all the time. They won't go there so other people can't follow, but they do check on them a lot. Once in a while, they'll check on them, right? And during these 3 years, technically two-ish years, Midoriya has been training a lot of training, right? Training with um hold on. Before we get done with this time skip, I want to time skip backwards. I want to go back in time. Uh into a couple years. No, a couple weeks back, right? A couple weeks back from the day Midoriya turned. I'm gonna go no forward, a forward time skip, a larger time skip to when he's 18, right? He would be out and about in the city in his uniform. Well, what you see on screen. Um, he would be in the white Dino Thunder suit, full on suit. He'd be out in the city, going around stopping villains in a and more of a lethal manner. What I mean by that, he kills some. I'm just gonna say it. He unalives some. Um, he would unalive a couple of villains, right? And this person would be known as Drago, right? As the vigilante Drago. He would be known for being lethal against heroes that tried to stop him, but he wouldn't kill the heroes. Unalive, sorry. And villains, right? In which they would also be more confused on the fact that he looks, Drago looks male, not female. They don't know how he has quirks. What it seems to be multiple. From what they got from many heroes that has tried to stop him, they have gotten the fact that he has camouflage or invisibility of a extent, super speed, but yet like not very fast super speed, light projectiles that comes out of his blade that he launches. If I could ever find it, it's nowhere. I don't think I got it. But light projectiles that comes out of his sword when he slashes. And then he has what was the last thing? I can't remember. Super speed, camouflage, light projectiles. Oh my god. No. Super speed and super dino mode. So he has camouflage, super speed. I Actually, the Super Dynamite isn't a thing he shows. But he would have super speed, a invisibility of sorts, and a light projectile that comes out of his sword, and the sword itself. Right? And then many other, well, a rather a underground hero named, well, the teacher of Class 1A also has been, well, has also fought uh, Izuku, and they have tried to erase his quirk as well. It's not quirk. Okay. Right. And now we'll get to the part I want to explain. He becomes 18. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Uh. Don't question what I'm looking up. What age age is a legal adult? What the hell? Why is it 19? Okay, 18. Good. Okay, I was making sure of something. God, I feel like that's sus now. Well, it's about to become sus. If you thought it was sus, oh my gosh. Sorry, I was getting a drink. Um, so he would be walking through the cave, checking on, to read some more, and to check on the two others. Because he's been noticing something very different between them. Their voices has changed a lot. Like, a lot. Like, so much. So he would walk into the cave, through the gates, which are always open now, so that if they can fit through, they could, if they wanted to. But he'd walk in there. He wouldn't see either of them. He wouldn't see either of them, like neither of them at all. So he would yell out, "Hey, you two in here?" And I've also just realized I've never got your names. Huh. Then he would hear a voice say, "Oh, my name is Arashi." And then he would turn around to the side. He would see a man with red hair, like maroonish hair, with a maroon shirt, also uh black eyes, like like a big iris, I guess. You know what I mean? Anime eyes. And with black pants, sandals, like wooden sandals. And Midori would say, uh, Arashi? No way. You're, what just happened? And, well, now it's known as Arashi would say, I bet you're confused. You're probably very confused. The first day you were here and you brought us those two things? And he would lift up his wrist and he would show Midoriya. And Midori would say, yeah, I do. Why? And Arashi would say, oh, it, made us show our real forms. Those big forms that you have saw and first saw. I don't know if y'all could hear that. I'm sorry if you could. I'll just reconnect it. But you probably could hear that. I'm very sorry if you did. But they would say, I'm sorry if you heard that again. I'm switching ear. There it goes. But they would say, these are our real forms. Those weren't. Those forms were to keep us alive for many of years. But the forms you see now, they are our real forms. Or the forms that were given to us by our creator. Uh, was it? It was something about Midoriya. Mr. Midoriya, I think it was. I don't remember. But, you might want to watch out. I hear you turned 18 this year, and, our, other comrade is, very excited about that, and I'm sorry in advance. Well, you should be sorry to me. Should say sorry to me at this point. And Midori would say, why? And then Arashi would say, oh, you'll see why. Oh, also, I'm gonna go get something to eat. If there is food in here, I know you feed us something, uh, daily. You come in here with food, I don't know where you get it from. But, I'm gonna go find some. And Midori would say, oh, it's in the fridge. I think that's the fridge. I'm not entirely sure myself is what it is, but it's in there. It looks like a fridge at least. And Arashi would say, right. Uh, watch out. And Midori would say, what do you... And he would be just jumped on, right? A person in a white, uh, kimono. No. What are those called it from Naruto? Like battle dresses? That like, a dress. Okay, you ever see near Optimus? Oh God, don't don't ask. I thought this would be a cool idea to put in. Okay, it just be a clear ship, so I don't have to think of any, except for like another one, uh, which is also decently clear. Tamaki. You'll see in the future. I think I've been, yeah, oh yeah, that's been nearly an hour. Oh God. I think it has been over an hour. I'm very sorry, y'all. But I'll get this over with. So this person with white hair with a black streak in it, with a white and gold accent dress with like black and white sandals, would jump on Midoriya, and Midoriya would say, um, I'm guessing you're... Yeah, I'm her. Well, the other one. Yeah, hi. You never gave. Well, I never gave you my name because I didn't really trust you at first. You gotta understand that. But, my name is... Sorry, I forgot to think of a name for her when I, um, thought of this. I could use Kurenai again, but yeah, that's overused in my what ifs. Um, I have been rewatching Fairy Tail recently. I'm trying to think. Um, I guess I could steal uh, another Naruto name, Kushina. I think I'm just gonna steal that and use it. That's what I'm gonna do. And she would say, "Yeah, my name's Kushina. Hi." And she would get off of Midoriya's back, and Midoriya was like, "You could have said something." And he would turn around, um, and Midoriya would say, he would turn back around real quick. Midoriya would say, "You do realize you're not wearing any, like, undergarments?" And Kushina would cover up where she needs to cover up and say, "You perv, you're a perv, you know that, right?" And Midori would say, "It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I came in here to check on you all. I'm sorry, okay? I just came back from a mission. Oh my god, well, I'm in such..." And then Kushina would say, "Hey, don't worry about it. It's not a big problem. I don't care. And I'm appreciate you looking at me." Hot stuff. And then we're gonna do a little bit of time skip. See, Midoriya does have an above ground house for when he gets visited by Ryuku and Tamaki. And he would be up there right now. It's been like a couple weeks since that last incident he had. And what he would do, what he would hear is a siren. And then he would hear somebody say, "All right, Drago, we know you're in there. Come on out with your hands up and you won't be terminated. Well, you won't, uh, what am I supposed to say? You're saying that into the microphone, right? Um, don't listen to us." But this person said, come out with your hands up, all right, or we're gonna come in with lethal force and arrest you. And Midoriya just walking out in black pants, white shoes, the same like tank top, the white tank top, and the um and the white like flannel like shirt. He'd walk out with a cup of coffee, and his expression is like, "I am so tired right now." Like he has eye bags under eye bags under eye bags right now, right? He has that many eye bags. And he would say, "You know that it's like 10, right? It's not even noon. Why you gotta bother me?" And he would recognize, like, these are uh, high ranking, like, heroes, like, top 20 heroes. There's, like, number 2, number 1 is there. Like, all these heroes came in to stop this one guy. So he'd be walking out, leaning on, like, on his porch. He would be leaning against a beam that helps keep up the roof, and he would say, well, he would continue, "Please turn off that stupid thing. Oh my god, it's annoying." And All Might would say, "Shut up, you vigilante. Haha, my name is All Might, blah blah blah." And Midori would say, You all could have came here without bringing that loudmouth, right? You do know that, right? I feel like that's blatantly obvious. If like one or one or two of you came here, I would have talked to you, tell you what you need. But yeah, no, you're not capturing me at all. You do realize I'm a dude, right? I'm not letting you all put me through experiments checking how I have my powers. I know you're just gonna try to steal them and then make people soldiers under their own free, not on their own free will. I'm not dumb. I'm bored. I'm tired. I wish I got paid for this. So, what y'all want again? Except for like capturing me, I know that part. But he'd take another drink of his coffee, and then he would say, "This keeps me alive sometimes." Why are you all looking so angry? Just because I'm not taking you all seriously, or what? That I'm a dude? What else? What else can I think of? That I guessed your own whole entire plan. I don't know. Uh, wow. Oh wow, you're here. That's pretty cool. And this would be Ryuku. And Midori would say, so, who threatened you to be here? Did you bring him here? Did you want me to be on the good side and stop killing people? Yeah. Uh, tell that to the one in prison. We both know who I'm talking about. You know how many times I've tried to break in that prison? Try to kill that person? Too many. Oh wow, why did you all bring students here? You know what, I don't care. That was thunder. That was rain, I think. You know, you all confuse me greatly. You heroes, you all think you're high and mighty, and you're actually not. You know what, screw it. I'll talk to you. What do you want to talk about? And then they'd all start on my conversation with them, like, you can't be doing that, blah, blah, blah. And then, uh, Tamaki would say, hey, I know I'm not like, y'all aren't done listening to me, but what if we ask him to help us with the villains? He's pretty strong by all means. And Ryuku would back her up. And Nedre and Miria would too. Aizawa would, many others. Knowing what he can do, they would use their brains, right? And Midori would say, you know what? I'll help you all with whatever you want. Whatever you want. Just, keep me on the down low. I don't want to become a popular guy that everyone looks out for. Of course. It's just to keep those two in the place secret. So, what do y'all want me to do? And that's where I'm going to end it. I'm sorry about how long it is. I know not a lot of you are going to watch this. The full length, at least. I hope at least some of you do. Uh, it'd be pretty cool if y'all actually like this. The long form instead of the longer videos instead of the shorter ones. Um, I just lost track of time. I would have made this at least within an hour, like an hour, instead of over an hour. But yeah, Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.